On September 11, 2003, he was released from prison. 13 days later, he began killing people. Hey guys, how's it going? Dudey here. I am back with another video. Today, we have a serial killer that killed around 20 people in a year. So, buckle up for this one. It's the Raincoat Killer. But before I begin, if you could hit that subscribe button and if you could smash that like button, it lets YouTube know that you enjoy my content. So they're like, right, you enjoy this guy, you enjoy true crime, paranormal, conspiracy stuff, have more of it. So if you want a more tailored experience on YouTube, do me a favor and yourself a favor. Hit the subscribe button and that like button. Maybe the notification bell as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, the Raincoat Killer. This is a brutal case. This follows a man called Yoo Young-Chul. So Yoo was born April 18th, 1970, and he lived in South Korea, more specifically Gochang, Gyeongbuk. Now growing up, he was incredibly poor, to a point where he would actually be bullied at school because of it. And because of this bullying, because of his environment, he grew incredibly resentful of rich people, which would feed into his MO later on in life. Now, before the killings began, Yoo had quite a large rap sheet, mainly for things centering around theft. However, that is a cat. Hi there. When he was arrested for theft, a few years later in 1991, he committed theft again, which led to a 10-month prison sentence. 2 years later, after being released from prison, he commits theft once again, gets a further 8 months. In 1995, he is arrested for distributing child pornography and arrested in 1998 and sentenced to 2 years for identity theft, regular theft, and forgery. In the year 2000, he was arrested again, this time for the rape of a 15-year-old girl. He was sentenced to 3 years and 6 months in prison. On September 11, 2003, he was released from prison. 13 days later, on September 24th of 2003, he began killing people. He started by breaking into the home of a rich couple. University professor Lee Deok-soo was stabbed in the throat, and then he and his wife were bludgeoned to death with a hammer. Now, interestingly, Yo tried to stage it as a robbery gone wrong. However, he tried to stage it as a robbery gone wrong by, you know, roughing up the house, etc. But he didn't actually steal anything. So his attempt to make it look like a robbery was pretty crap because everything was still inside the house. So police were like, okay, this is obviously a murder inquiry, not a robbery gone wrong. Fast forward to October the 9th, he breaks into another rich person's house. Remember that MO that I referred to earlier? Rich people, those that he resented, are his target. Inside the house was a mother, her son, and her mother, the grandmother. Yoo came across the grandmother first and smashed her head in with a hammer. The mother, who's the daughter of the grandmother, sorry, I've said this in a really confusing way, but the grandmother's daughter comes down the stairs to see what has happened to her mother, and Yoo kicked her in the stomach, asking her how many people are in the house. She says that her husband and her son are. However, the husband was not in the house. I guess that was some sort of intimidation tactic to try and get Yoo to leave. He smashed her head in with a hammer, went upstairs and found the lady's disabled son, made him kneel before him before bludgeoning him to death too. As I said, the husband wasn't actually at home when the murders took place. October the 16th now, a lady called Yoo Jun-hee, the wife of a millionaire, she was home alone. Now, Yoo asked her how many people are in this house. She said she was home alone. She was dragged to the bathroom and with a hammer bludgeoned to death. Tragically, it was her son that later found her. Fast forward to November 18th. Bearing in mind this man was released from prison on September 11th. We are now on November 18th and there is a trail of bodies in his wake. Another rich person's home. They had a housekeeper who first met Yoo as he broke into the home. He displayed his knife to the housekeeper and said, "Show me where the master bedroom is." She took him up to the master bedroom where the owner of the house was sleeping, and Yoo smashed this man to death with a hammer as he lay on his bed. Now, Bae, the housekeeper who showed Yoo to the master bedroom, was actually holding a baby at the time, and she turned away from Yoo to try and defend the baby. Yoo took the baby, placed it on the sofa, put a blanket over the baby, and proceeded to bludgeon the housekeeper to death and then set fire to the house. Now, fortunately, the baby was saved from the burning building. The reason Yoo set fire to this house is because when he was trying to kill the housekeeper, he accidentally cut himself, and so he panicked that his DNA would be over the crime scene. So he set fire to the property in an attempt to destroy said DNA. December the 11th now of 2003, and Yoo began dating someone. Now, certain areas of my research say that this lady was a prostitute, other areas say that she was a masseuse, others say that they were one and the same. Now, upon this lady finding out about Yoo's criminal record, the theft, the rape, the child pornography, she said, "I don't want anything to do with you." Now, all of this, combined with the mounting pressure of the police looking for someone who is attacking and killing rich people, caused Yoo to shift MO from killing the rich to killing prostitutes. So in 2004, on February the 9th, he returned to killing not a prostitute, instead a street vendor who apparently sold him fake Viagra. This enraged him. He bundled the man into the back of his own van, handcuffed him and bludgeoned him to death. He apparently cut the man's hands off, stuffed them into a bag to dispose of them, and set fire to the man's van. On March the 16th, a lady called Kwon Jin Hee was choked to death and then dismembered by Yoo. Now, in May, he began killing prostitutes, escorts and masseuses. The first escort he lured to his apartment, had sex with her and then bludgeoned her to death. After that, he decapitated her, dismembered her body, smashed the head and disposed of the body parts. The body parts were also mutilated. Now, this was his MO for 8 further prostitutes, escorts, masseuses. Now, it was this new MO that actually led to his incarceration, because he rang up a massage parlor a few times, being a bit weird, and the massage parlor realized that every time their employees went to this man, well, they would just disappear. So they began to get very suspicious. So when he rang 2 days after his final murder, they decided, 7 of them, employees of this massage parlor, as well as a police officer, to go to the address. Now, by the time Yoo actually arrived, the police officer had left, got a bit impatient. So the 7 employees decided to do a form of like citizen's arrest, if you like, called the police again, and then the police came along and arrested him. He actually managed to escape custody by pretending to have a seizure and running away. However, he was apprehended once again 12 hours later. During the court proceedings, he showed no remorse whatsoever, saying that he would actually just continue killing people if he wasn't captured. He also lunged at 3 of the judges. He was attacking people in the courtroom, outside the courtroom, and in the lead up to one of the appearances in court, actually tried to commit suicide. Finally, on December 13th, he was convicted of 20 murders and was sentenced to death. He is currently on death death row awaiting his execution. Now, apparently, very soon on Netflix, there is a Netflix documentary coming out, The Raincoat Killer Chasing a Predator in Korea. I'm very much looking forward to that. This case is absolutely fascinating, so be sure to check that out. Or maybe you've discovered this video from that documentary. If so, hello, please subscribe. Thank you so much. Okay, guys, what do you think about The Raincoat Killer? Very, very disturbing, very, very graphic, very gory, very visceral, using a hammer to literally destroy a person is just unbelievable. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. Thank you so much, guys. I really do appreciate you. If you want to support me, links are down below. I'll see you very soon. Sweet one. Geese. Hello. I'm filming. You come say hello. Do you want to say hello to the people? No, you've walked off. Okay. Bean, out you go, please. Bean. Alright, while you're over there, don't fucking break anything. Hi. You can say to the camera. Okay, that's great. See ya. No, don't eat that, please. Wait, oh, okay. He's hello. Hi there. Hello. Hi there. Hello. Can I get back to work, please? I'm going to put this in the end of the video so everyone can see. What's that up there? What's that? Whoa. Hi there. How you go? Legend, please. Just because I need to finish this video. Thank you. Right, where was I? Okay, criminal record, 1988. It all began in 1988